Okay, Jim Remley here with eRealEstateCoach.com. We got a really all-star with us today, Dan Mollahan. Dan's worked in the business how long?
31 years.
31 years.
Yeah.
He is one of the top producing agents at my firm, but he's also deeply engaged in new construction. So you've been doing new construction almost from the day you started in real estate business.
Yeah,
Really early on.
It's fun.
You sold, I'm sure, hundreds of homes, new construction homes?
Yeah, easily.
Yeah. So my question for you today, Dan, and I think it's interesting, is when you start working with somebody, a new builder or an existing builder, how do you coach the builder? Because I think that there's some value to that, coaching a builder.
Yeah, when you're first meeting with a builder, what you want to be able to do is provide value to them.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest thing that I think they're looking for is from the very beginning is, before you can build a house, you got to be able to find a good deal on the land. Because then you've got to be able to incorporate the house value onto that and have confidence that you're not just building a house in hopes that it'll sell.
Mm-hmm.
So from the very beginning, I always work out the land value, what the house will cost, and what to expect to sell it for before they even buy the land. So.
And you're part of the whole process. You're going out and finding the land,
Mm-hmm.
going through that development process. Here's what I think the product you should sell on the land, the developed lots will be, and the pricing, right?
Yeah, I always look at the demographic of the location of the land.
Mm-hmm.
So whether it's first-time home buyer activity or more of a retirement environment or a upper-end environment. So right now I'm dealing with all three of those. And so we try to target our expected buyer demographic before we even start designing the houses. So we look at those factors. For the upper end, more senior buyers, we want to try to eliminate stairs, and we want to try to incorporate not too much square footage, but nice open floor plans with plenty of storage.
So this is interesting. So are you really highly specific, as in, hey, this is the square footage, this is the number of bedrooms, this is the bathrooms, should have an office, should have this style kitchen? Are you that granular?
Yeah. I actually have because it all packages itself into a price.
Right.
So if we're talking about building such and such of a house, but that pushes our price range out, we have to scale back the house to match the price for the development. Mm-hmm. So we start with where it is, and then we build out from there. But with my builder, we have an agreement that if I'm responsible to sell it, then I get some input as to what gets built.
Oh, that's great.
So before he submits anything for permits, I look over the floor plan and make sure that it's something that I feel confident we can sell quickly.
So when you are working with the builder, I know you a lot of times ask the builder to build a model, and then you sell a lot of times just raw dirt. In fact, you're an expert at that.
Yeah.
So talk about that.
So when you have something to market, when you have a spec home, a product that you can use as an example, it's much easier to say, hey, if this isn't exactly what you want, here's a lot that I think would be perfect to build exactly what you want. But you got to know about the whole process of designing a floor plan and picking materials, but it's usually a pretty easy process when you have a spec home. Mm-hmm. So it's a little bit more challenging when you're looking at internet floor plans.
Right.
So
and so do you find that a lot of the clients that come in to buy new construction, are they a certain type of person or different than the traditional buyer, or?
Just in the last year, we've got three. We've had a at first I thought it was entry level up in Eagle Point, and it turned out to be, I think the youngest people that bought in there was 44, and it turned out to.
So you thought something in the market was actually different.
And it was near the Eagle Point golf course, so it was almost all retirees.
Wow.
And they all wanted single level, open floor plan, inexpensive.
They were right sizing. They were going down. But it was a nice product for them.
So our Jacksonville product right now is people, surprisingly, most of them right now are within Jacksonville, saying we've been waiting for a product that we like the product and the price is right, so we'll build it rather than waiting for it to come up for sale.
So they're actually buying within their own market. You might expect something they might be coming from another market.
Yep.
Do you ever midstream, let's say you're halfway through a project and you're feeling like this isn't, the sales aren't fast enough, do you adjust the product as you go?
What we try to do is we try to offer different product options within the project.
Got it.
So right now we're working on offering a little smaller home, maybe not so fancy within interior lots, whereas the exterior lots in Jacksonville seem to be in higher demand for larger homes.
Gotcha. So, Dan, great information. Thank you so much for sharing your insights.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time at eRealEstateCoach.com.